Today we are in Atlanta, Georgia, checking out some guitar shops. Come along. Right now we are in Atlanta. This I think is the first time that we've actually ever filmed here. We definitely haven't done any guitar shopping here, but this weekend there is the first annual Atlanta guitar show. We're not gonna have a booth there, we're not exhibiting this year, but we still wanted to come to town and check it out. And also, we wanted to come check out the shops in town as we just have literally never gone to any of them. This video is gonna be us going to all the different shops, checking the area out. We will have a video that'll already be out when you see this of the Atlanta Guitar Show, so if you wanna check that out after this video. We are at the first shop, Righteous Guitars. I don't know a ton about Righteous Guitars. I do know a friend of mine picked up a PRS here, so that's cool. But let's go see what they got. At least for America, this might be the most custom shop I've ever seen in one place. That's crazy. Yo, that cab telly's crazy too. What is that? The pink one, that's the color I want. You and I might like better than that in person though, is that the green in the front there, the Righteous reissue. That's fire. That's a nice color. Righteous Guitars definitely lived up to the hype. Very sick. One of the best custom shop selections I've seen anywhere ever. Like so many cool custom shop guitars from Gibson, Fender, as well as a bunch of like boutique builders, and some really cool custom colors that you usually wouldn't see anywhere else. So definitely worth the stop. Yeah, staff was also super nice. So thank you guys very much for being so accommodating. Atlanta Discount Music, which is the polar opposite. It's like retail-y.
Well, that's where we're going.
We are at our second stop of the day, which is Atlanta Discount Music. Let's go check it out.
Is it mostly original music or are you doing covers?
Both.
I'm like,
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it either. My friends harped on me for 3 months.
I got TV Junior right there.
Just doing like once a month, big go-out parties and selling out venues and like.
This is actually, if you want to come over here, I'll show you. This is a SG standard, just from like what, 2017. But I like on this tag they have. Tell you if it's new, tell you if it's used or consignment. So that would imply that the shop takes consignment. So a lot of this is probably just stuff that is on consignment from the Atlanta guitar community.
Also helps you know if you have room for negotiation.
It's true. Because a lot of times when it's consignment, that's the price. I can't really do much about that. They got a lot here. Ooh, actually, there's a Tokai. Let's see which model tier this is. It's not. Very cool.
What is it?
It does not some sort of Tokai Love Rock custom. I don't know what model tier it is, but very sick. It's probably newer. The headstock will be black, but this one is red or cherry like the rest of the guitar.
More impressive than I thought.
Very cool stop there at Atlanta Discount Music. One of the coolest selections I've seen anywhere in a really long time as far as like used stuff goes. A lot of the shops we've been going to lately, they might have crazy high-end stuff or some more like entry to intermediate level stuff. But for what I look for myself as a player, a lot of really cool stuff in there. Definitely some cool Japanese stuff, some cool old Gibsons. I liked it. It was a good selection. Also, the pedal selection was absolutely crazy. There were so many pedals that it was literally like not just in their glass case, but expanding to like the floor around it, which is very fire. So highly recommend checking that shop out as well. Very cool shop here. They had 2 Mesa cabs, and we've recently been discussing the possibility of adding a Mesa 412 to our studio at Flash Flood. So that was interesting. Also some cool ricks. There was a 330 that I was really into there. We're flying for this trip, so be a bit of a pain to bring that back. The next shop we're on to is Maple Street Guitars. We're here at our 3rd stop of the day, which is Maple Street Guitars. Let's go check it out. They did the right thing and they took the adjustable bridge off, so now it's the right kind of bridge now. This is like the earliest ones that are actually good. The earlier ones that had the trapezoid like weird tailpiece, and so they don't usually play right, but once it gets like 54 you get the wraparound and the P90s. That's very sick. I mean, you get the P90s always, once again, very cool store. Had some really great stuff. They had a few really choice vintage pieces, had some good used stuff, and then had a very wide selection of like the newer kind of typical stuff you'd see at retail. But really cool store, extremely nice staff. We were just talking to Mike and Chris, both very inviting. I would say really everyone we've talked to today at all these stores has been like overly nice, which is super cool. So good vibes all around. And I'm really glad we stopped in this one once again. Definitely got to stop at this one anytime we're in town. We are now on to Big House Guitars, which will be the last stop of the day till we trek out to the guitar show. We've reached our final shop for the day, which is Big House Guitars. It looks like this used to be a bank, which is very cool, so let's check it out. It's literally right next to it. You have one. And I know they made a bracket version. We're ending strong once again in a very cool shop. A lot of really choice vintage pieces kind of right up front in those cases. And also some really cool pedals. I saw Maestro Phase Tone as well as a Boss CE1, so that was cool. Really cool mix of used and vintage stuff in there. And then as well as guitars, they also sold records, some shirts, and they actually do shows in the back. They had a little stage, so that was pretty cool. Once again, another very cool shop. Definitely a very different vibe there than the others. I think it was pretty much all used and vintage, which is really cool. We're gonna go grab some lunch, and then it is time to head to the Atlanta Guitar Show. Right now it's Friday, so it is the dealer day, so everyone's loading in and getting ready for the public this weekend. We are going to stop by in the afternoon. We don't want to get anyone's way of setting up, but we'll get a quick sneak preview, and then we'll be at the show tomorrow to check it out in its full glory. At the Musicians Headquarters booth, they got this is a very fresh find for them, 62 ES330. So they just got it, so pretty sick. I think my favorite thing here is the Lake Placid Blue 66 matching headstock jazz bass. The vision.
Yeah, I dig the all the title fight rips.
Hell yeah. Lots of fun. I have room to bring home a pedal, so maybe maybe if I find a pedal I need. We're here with Greg, the man himself. He is putting on this show. How's it going so far?
It has been, it's just been running smooth. I can't get over how smooth it's been.
You look like you're still in it. It is now Saturday. Yesterday was really hectic, so I actually didn't have time to film a wrap up. We had a lot of fun checking out all the shops. There's a lot of really great guitars through all the shops we checked out today. Atlanta definitely has a strong inventory right now of cool guitars and gear at pretty much every level, which is really cool to see. We definitely saw a lot of Eastman guitars between the stores, which we don't always see all the time. So if you're into Eastman, that's cool. Not a brand I've particularly got into a ton, but they make cool stuff. I would assume they're quite popular here in Atlanta, as almost every store stocked them quite well. I know Atlanta Discount Music for me was the one that had the most inventory that I personally would have been into. Lots of cool Japanese stuff, lots of Rickenbackers, some cool Gibsons, both new and old. So I really enjoyed that personally. But I think really every store that we checked out had something different to offer. Maple Street in particular had a lot of really great newer retail stuff, but they also had some cool vintage pieces, so good blend there. Obviously the most high-end stuff was probably going to be at Righteous Guitars with all the crazy selection of custom shop and all that good stuff. But really I feel like with all these shops there's a really good selection of something for everyone. So if you're in the Atlanta area, I highly recommend going and checking out some guitar shops. Let me know down below in the comments if there was one that you liked the most. I would say we had fun at all of them. Also, let me know if there was a piece of gear or guitar you saw in the video that was your favorite. There was a lot of cool ones, but I know at Atlanta Discount Music, we saw a old Music Master and Daphne Blue that had aged really well. I think that was my favorite. Well, also note, we didn't end up having time to play anything, as unfortunately we were in a bit of a rush, and since we weren't going to be buying anything, I didn't want to take too much time out of the people working at the store's day. But everyone was really cool and very accommodating. If you haven't already, we would love if you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video, comment, all the good stuff. It all helps out. And we will see you in another video soon. Bye. I wonder if it's the same person that tried to get us.